Hi, I'm Kat. I am mum to Charlie, who is 6 weeks old today.
Hi, I'm Graham, dad to Charlie.
We had been trying for quite a long time, so we were really excited, but also really nervous about, I was very anxious about childbirth, so I was still kind of harbouring some of those anxieties, but I was hoping as well that the antenatal classes would walk me through some of the challenges I might face in the delivery. So yeah, it was a mixed bag for me.
I had no preconceptions actually. I thought I knew a lot about birth experience, and then I realised that I knew nothing.
I had always hoped to have as natural as possible. I had intended to have sort of the water birth, really natural, but I think my anxieties came out a little bit. So I still had a natural birth, but it wasn't my original water birth dream. So yeah, I got half of what I had originally wanted. I felt much more prepared. I think one of my big anxieties about the childbirth was just the unknown, and it was also new, and I had pictured a lot of pain, and it was going to be a big challenge, and I think that the antenatal classes just broke it down into a lot of facts. We saw some great experiences of really positive childbirth, which is, I hadn't seen that before, so gave me a lot of confidence, and also I think a lot of knowledge and a lot of tools for doing our own research, and so I got a lot of confidence from the classes.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think it gave us quite a few tools in which to deal with things like anxiety or the unknown, and also kind of prepared us for the right philosophy of birthing that we wanted.
We made quite a lot of changes to our birth plan and our birth team as a result of those classes. So we actually felt in that delivery room that we had 100% the best team, and that wasn't the case at the beginning of the classes.
The really important point, and something that's taken us throughout, is that you can plan and prepare and have a birth plan written down, and then everything goes out the window once baby decides that they're going to come. We probably didn't get exactly the experience that we envisaged.
Just because of complications with the delivery,
Yeah, we landed on the philosophy that we knew that we wanted to follow. We surrounded ourselves with a team that we knew would follow that philosophy as much as they could, and that we trusted to not bring in, I guess, interventions that were unnecessary.
And when the interventions were needed, I just felt like 100% that was the right choice. Going in thinking of having a natural birth, we didn't get exactly that, but I feel like we got the right birth for us, and all the decisions that were made were 100% right for us. Yeah.
I think that's the important part, is that we felt confident that there was no alternative that we didn't want to have that was given to us.
Yeah, we did a lot of preparation, physical, emotional, mental preparation for it. And it is hard work, but it is possible, I think. Especially throughout that, I thought it was a challenging delivery. I know that there are more challenging deliveries out there, but it was challenging for me. It's definitely possible, and that's something that I did not think I would be able to do. But I did, and there were times when I hinted at the level of pain, but I pushed through it, and I actually have a sense now of, oh my goodness, what can I not do now? So that's given me some empowerment.
Two things I always say are definitely go and get the antenatal classes, just so you're prepared, because I think that a lot of medical professionals don't prepare you for everything. They give you about this much information, but there's so much more that you need to consider. And maybe you're okay with the treatment they give you, but maybe you're not, and you need to understand what the alternatives are. And the other thing I always say is enjoy your sleep.
I think the classes were, they were a good balance of facts, but also you can do this, possibilities, you know. And I think especially in Singapore, that's lacking a little bit, that encouragement to go for what you want and try what you want. I was not prepared at all. And I just didn't realise breastfeeding isn't necessarily a natural thing. It's a learnt skill for both baby and mum. It's something that for a first time mum you don't get to practice. You can practice putting on a diaper on your friend's baby, or you can practice how to hold them or burp them, or you can't practice breastfeeding until you have to breastfeed. So I would just see other mums, and it looked so lovely and so natural, and I didn't appreciate that was all a learnt skill. And so I really struggled in the beginning. I had some challenges just with her and also with me that I wasn't anticipating. So I was really knocked, and my confidence was knocked. And especially in that very fragile first couple of weeks where you're just feeling so, this little thing depends on me to provide food, and I can't do it the way I thought it was so naturally done. I needed to have a lot of support. So I got that support, and now I like to think that I'm one of the natural looking mums out there that everyone's going, wow, she looks so natural. I don't know. But it did take a lot of hard work, and I was not prepared for that amount of hard work and dedication as well. There was a lot of dedication and perseverance because I was quite committed to breastfeeding. All of the facts that I researched about breast milk and the benefits of it for baby, especially in the first 6 months. And also just as a real bonding experience, you know. And I had spent the first week, 2 weeks, really anxious about breastfeeding because I had gone through some challenges, and now I can see the difference between, after I've had the support, just what a lovely, lovely experience it is, and I can see how much they're enjoying it, and I know that I'm providing that, and I feel comfortable now, and yeah.
There's not much that you can do as a guy, the plumbing doesn't allow it. I think it's just to remain supportive, because it can be quite difficult for the mum, to reassure that the problems that they're going through are not unique to them. In fact, they're quite common, and also to make sure that mum has all the support that she needs professionally to help her get through it. And I think that was a really important point that we probably didn't appreciate right from the get-go, but now is a piece of advice I give to some of my other pals who are soon to be dads, is do the antenatal, understand your philosophy, and then get help afterwards to help you with that first part. I mean, sometimes it's more mental than physical, really.
And you're also very good at topping up my waters and making sure I've got all of my surrounding remote control is in it.
That's the other bit, yeah, you've got to be a really good waiter or busboy.
Making my lactation smoothies and yeah.
good about that bit.
Yeah. I don't.